Welcome to episode 63
Wasn't
of
a horrible
Blue-Lusional.
week.
It wasn't horrible, and we're back.
We're back. It's been like a week.
Happy
like a
cancer
week.
season
Don't
to our
test us.
fellow cancers. Don't fucking test us.
We're not in the mood.
You've already started with us. We've already crashed out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Don't piss us
No more.
off, okay? It's our
good idea.
birthdays. It's just please.
We're not nice when you're our enemy. Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Yeah.
Just don't.
We took a break. I had a birthday. Devin's having a birthday this week.
Met
What's
each
new?
other.
Huh?
Boots on the ground. Met each
Yeah, I'll insert a picture here. We met each other in person. We have legs. Our whole family. My whole family
Sure.
met
Oh,
Devin's
wow.
family.
We're going all in. We went all
I
all
said,
in.
here's my entire family. Here's all 12 of them.
Yeah. Immediately started dishing out the hugs. I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, we do hugs. We're a huggy family, you know? But it was a fun time. It was a fun time.
Yeah.
So we did that. And then we took a much needed break. And now we're back and refreshed. And the bullshit just continued on. It
didn't
continued
stop.
on. Didn't stop. So let's
Didn't
get right
stop.
into it. This year was the 4-year anniversary of the Dobbs decision. And so many women are feeling all the anger that we've felt 4 years ago after we've been screaming about it for years and years and years. Not even like 2 days later, the administration said they're cutting 67 trillion. Or 67 trillion. Oh my God. It's my first week back.
Million.
I'm so sorry, guys. Cutting, might as well. 67 million in teen pregnancy prevention grants. Again, 2 days after the 4-year anniversary of Roe v. Wade being
Not
overturned.
a coincidence.
So obviously these grants were meant to go to organizations that promote teen pregnancy prevention, teaching teens about birth control, getting them access to preventative care. It's so bad that there was 67 grant programs and 53 of them are being cut. So let me just say, you want to restrict abortion access across the board, and you don't want to do anything to prevent teen pregnancy. So what does that look like, everyone? It looks like we want women of any age to be having babies because we thought that the baby boom would happen again. And guess what? We're not having babies. Women
They're
aren't having
literally
babies.
saying it out loud.
We're
There's not enough teen pregnancies.
Of the Turning Point USA conventions. Have more babies than you can afford. Have babies right away. Have them now. 18, you could have already had 2.
What are you doing? Pop them out.
So this is the master scheme. Handmaid's Tale. We are seeing it. There we go. Project 2025.
Yeah.
Read it. It's still happening until November when we vote our way out of this shit. But if you are a mom or a father or have custody of a teenager, male or female, it doesn't matter. You, as their parent, need to be watching this. They want your kids to end up pregnant underage
And
by any and all means. So you're going to have to do the teaching. You're going to have to do the sex ed. And you should anyway, because these schools' sex ed is terrible.
Yeah. Do that or you're going to end up raising another kid.
Advocate
Again.
for your teens when they go to their doctor's appointments. You need to be the advocate for them. Because, as you can see, this country does not want your kids to advocate for their bodies and their bodily autonomy. Pete Buttigieg, who is the former Secretary of Transportation, was swatted. It was a CPS swatting. And if you don't know what swatting is when somebody calls in anonymously and reports another person and gives their address and says that they are doing a violent crime. meaning like they are going to send the FBI full in braid gear to this person's house. It happens a lot to like streamers because people think it's funny for them to get swatted live, but it can lead to like violence. It could lead to death in a lot of cases. We've watched live streamers get murdered because of swatting. It is terrible in all aspects.
Yep.
So this happened to Pete Buttigieg. They're saying that somebody called in anonymously saying that they met him at a conference in Alabama several years ago where he claims to this person that he committed unspeakable violent crimes against his children. And Pete's like, I've never even been to that town in Alabama. But what happened is they obviously separated him from his children for 24 hours while they did forensic interviews and investigations, and it came out that obviously all of the claims were false. But see, the problem here is that this was an anonymous call in. So as of right now, there are no charges against the person who called in the swatting because they did it anonymously. And there should be, and we're going to see what happens here. But that's still traumatic for his children. It's traumatic for his family. They don't feel safe, as they shouldn't feel safe after that happening. And this is just another way that they said that they were going to utilize either the DOJ, the FBI, police against political opponents.
Yep.
This is just one of those ways. And nobody on either side of the aisle should be okay with this.
Yep.
You guys would not be okay if this was happening to fucking JD Vance. You guys would have been like, his children.
Think about the kids. Don't mess with people's kids.
Don't involve the kids, and then you do this shit. And do you think that if Pete presses charges that this FBI is gonna look into it? Let's be real. That's fucked up. Fucked up. I'm gonna give you a little bit of hope core, and then I'm gonna take it right back from you. I'm so sorry. Here's your little bit of hope core. The Senate passed a resolution to block the Iran war 4 days ago. And then on the 24th, they had another vote because they love to make the same resolution like multiple times with a slightly different format. They had another vote to block the resolution because Daddy Trump marched his cankles down to the Capitol to berate them and scream at them and yell at them, where during this heated exchange, Bill Cassidy and him ended up going bar for bar. They were cussing each other out. He was like, you lost your primary, you piece of shit. And he was like, you're no longer Mr. President. You are Donald. And he was like, this is really heated. They were pointing their fingers and shaking them. And it was just really heated. But heated enough that Bill Cassidy was like, I'm sorry. That was a little out of pocket. I called him Donald. That was a little out of pocket. Sorry. It got heated. It's the Irish in me. What can I say? So the other resolution that's basically the same thing, that one got blocked, but blocked in the sense that it's getting blocked from being even heard on the floor and voted on. So that handed Trump a win in that aspect. So we gave him an L. They fought, then he got a win.
Like, yeah, grow a
so
spine.
Nothing happened.
Grow a spine.
This is where we're wasting time. Right here in this place. This is where you have me fucked up. In this place. Because this is just a circle. Another resolution comes out. A couple Republicans are like, fuck you, Donald. I'm going with the Dems. And then he comes down and he yells at them and they're like, all right.
We didn't think you were
Make another resolution. Just vote.
Show up.
Vote. So that's what we're going to do for the next couple months, guys. Just letting you know.
It's not going to end.
As these primaries keep happening and his like loyal MAGA politicians that are running that go against him and he's like, I'm not endorsing you, I'm going to endorse the other candidate. When we get more of this Thomas Massie situation happening and Bill Cassidy, they're all going to kind of want to get back at him before they leave. So a lot of them are going to do stuff like this to piss him the fuck off. Now, my only hope is that he gets so heated that he just has a heart attack and fucking kills over. All of them can. Even Bill Cassidy.
Give him one good big block.
Yeah.
One big block.
You know?
Just draft up the SAVE Act can never pass, Bill. The stop trying to make the SAVE Act happen, Bill.
Yeah, it's never going to happen. It's just not. So it's going to be a lot of this bullshit where you're like, is nothing happening? No, nothing's getting passed. Nothing's happening. We'll talk more about nothing passing because the House at this time, around this time, also passed a bipartisan housing affordability bill, which doing something bipartisan in this administration is a win in and of itself. You know, housing affordability, something that is very much needed right now. And Trump was like, you're going to want me to sign that, right? Can't do that. I'm going to need the SAVE Act to be passed before I sign off on housing affordability.
On the housing affordability.
I need you to find a way to put the SAVE Act in there.
I don't care how, just do it.
I don't care how. Put the SAVE Act in there. And they're like, now mind you, he doesn't have that power. Okay? This could still go to the Senate floor and be voted on, and if they pass it and it goes on his desk, he has 10 fucking days to sign it. He could veto it, but because this is bipartisan, I'm sure they could get the 2/3 vote to override the veto, because this is a bipartisan housing affordability act, okay? But it's that he's being a big fucking baby right now, and he's like, I'm not signing it unless you put the SAVE Act in there, and they're like, stop trying to make the SAVE Act happen.
It's not going to happen. They're just like,
we want affordable housing and then also the SAVE Act.
Hey, this is the save our ass before midterms bill, okay? We need to actually like pretend that we care about the American constituents.
He's just looking at John Thune being like, I don't want to see this fucking affordable housing bill on the floor. I don't even want to hear you say it. I need it to collect fucking dust. I don't want to fucking hear anything on that Senate floor other than the SAVE Act. So help me God. Nothing is gonna pass. Nothing has been passing and nothing is going to pass. If you want to know what Congress is doing, this is what they're doing.
Fighting over the SAVE Act every day.
They'd be like, we have this clean water bill. I don't give a fuck.
So?
Put the SAVE Act in it.
So
we have this initiative that's going to help homeless people get housing. I don't see the SAVE Act in here.
Unless you're talking about disenfranchising voters, I don't want to hear it. I want to choose my voters.
If people can afford a home right now, okay? I need to know that people aren't fucking voting.
How does that help me? How does that help me?
They're like, Donald, we don't have the... Find me the votes.
John, I already have a home. Okay?
I have multiple. It is not my fault.
What? You actually care about these brokies? Pass the SAVE Act. Put it in there. I don't care.
Care how you fucking do it. It's getting to that point. It's getting to the point where every bill that ends up on the House floor, we all have to read and find the SAVE Act in it. These interns are working double overtime. These poor interns, these poor, not the Republican ones, the interns for Democrats, because they are probably having to scour every single bill, resolution, finding the... It's like,
found
where's
the amendment.
Waldo?
There it is.
SAVE Act, SAVE Act, SAVE Act, SAVE Act. Yep, it's right here, page 1,200.
And there's 1,000.
They put it in size 2 font, but I found it.
It's not even like written well anymore. It just says
SAVE Act with an asterisk.
Amendment 347C.
Yeah.
Pass the SAVE Act.
It's just, I'm tired. Just
I'm tired.
tired.
Grandpa.
So tired. In other news, the biggest shock. Oh my God. The Trump administration lied about injuries sustained in the Iran war? No. CBS uncovered it all. CBS said service members are saying that the Trump administration is lying about the injuries sustained in Iran. There's a service member by the name of Rodney Bierman who was riddled with shrapnel from an Iran attack on the Kuwait base. He received a concussion, and he has hearing and vision loss and lung damage. Corey Hicks said he received severe shrapnel wounds and had to undergo multiple emergency surgeries. But we were all told that there was minor injuries, like a twisted ankle here, a little pull of a muscle here, a little cut here, bruise in there.
Rub some dirt on it.
But I seem to remember when this started, other countries being like, hey, our hospitals have been like sectioning off parts of like their wings for service members. And we were like, we haven't heard any of that. Things seem to add up because what they weren't expecting was for these service members to come back and be alive to tell the tale. The Netflix documentaries are gonna go hard. Hi, Netflix, if you're watching. But obviously it is not a shock. Raise your hand if you're shocked. I am more shocked that these were the extent of the injuries. We said it here on the podcast. We were like, if they say we're taking this motherfucker, it's not gonna end well. And he's been flirting with it. Every 48 hours, 72 hours, he flirts with it.
What's it, every Friday?
Every Friday. But just so you guys know, when other countries are telling us, hey, this is what we're seeing, and you're like, but nobody's told us here, so it can't be real. It is fucking real. If you don't have a VPN, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
There's not gonna be a pool.
Germany's like, hi, with my eyeballs, I see these hospitals sectioning off wings.
For you guys.
And you're like,
not Iran.
They haven't told us that though. And they're like, I am seeing it.
Yeah, a bunch of dudes wearing camo, got some dog tags that look like they're American.
They're like, can't be them. It can't be them.
No, they have to be Iranian.
Okay. Next, let's talk about the federal judges continuing to just, that's the documentaries I want to see. I want to hear from all of these federal judges when this is all said and done. They all deserve Nobel Peace Prizes, the fucking medals of honor. Whoever's the next president, you have a lot of medals to hand out. But a federal judge blocks the use of the SAVE system because it literally goes against the Constitution. It literally breaks so many amendments. The SAVE system is used to check immigration status, and what the Trump administration wanted to do was basically take that system and revamp it so that you could, like, each state would use it to cross-reference if you were allowed to vote or not, registered to vote, which breaks so many laws because it'd be sharing your social security number. It would be
that's all they were going to use it for. They just wanted to check. You're not
allowed to share our private information between government agencies. There's so many things that are wrong with it, and basically the system isn't even set up to do that. But they were like, you know what? We're going to fucking do it anyway, and we're not going to tell the public, and we're not going to tell Congress, even though that's against the law. So we're just going to fucking do it. And where are we going to, like, test this out? Texas. We're going to make Texas use it. And they did. And you guys want to know what happened? They found all the errors in that system. And it was so bad that one county that used that system showed that 25% of the county showed up as non-U.S. citizens, even though they were, like, born in the U.S. citizens, and literally scrubbed their voter status. 25% of one county in Texas. We've heard a lot about shit that happened in Texas, right?
0.
25% in one county. So think about that on the grand scale. When we say check your voter registration, we're not fucking around. We're not just saying it out of our ass. It's because 25% of one county had to go prove that they were American citizens and re-register to vote again in the middle of primary season.
That's votes lost.
So when people showed up, like a lot of people said, and they were not registered to vote, and they were like, I vote every fucking year. What are you talking about? Found it. found it. This obviously is going to throw a wrench in Executive Order 14399, I believe is what it is. 14399?
Yeah, 14399.
Which was not blocked by a federal judge, but that was the one where they were saying that they were going to make USPS use that system to see if they were going to send out the mail-in ballots or receive mail-in ballots from those who request it. Guys, think about it. Your local USPS worker would have access to a database with all of your information, your social security number, your address, your date of birth, all of your information.
This was
and
huge.
It's probably going to be incorrect.
Catastrophe averted, honestly. The fact that this got swatted down was fucked.
Obviously, this is a federal judge. They can go through the appeals court, and they're going to. Yeah. But we're going to talk about more Supreme Court things later that leads me to believe that if this ended up at the Supreme Court level, that it's not going to do what he wants it to do, because it violates so many laws. It literally violates the Constitution. So
yeah,
that was a big fucking win, and that's something people were so nervous about, and this was going to be one of the ways that they kept people home. They were obviously going to use that system to target Black voters, Hispanic, Latino voters, so that they show up to vote and they're like, you're not registered. That's crazy. Must have to go home. Sorry. You can have a provisional ballot
if you want.
If you want.
We might count it.
That's what they wanted to do with the system.
All right. Well, moving on to some Hope Corps. New York is just so happy for you guys.
So happy for you.
You guys are having so much fun. Mamdani is, I don't even want to say that he's the Trump of New York, but I mean, every candidate that he endorsed in the New York primary,
boom, boom, boom,
cleaned up. Democratic Socialists cleaned up in New York. Brad Lander, and he is very big for a lot of people because he is Jewish, but he is also condemning the genocide and happening
Crazy
in
how
Palestine.
you can do that.
Right?
Wild concept.
Claire Valdez, Darlisa Avelier. I'm just going to say Darlisa because I still haven't figured out how to say her other two names. But yeah, the Republicans are freaking out. The Democrats are freaking out. And I mean, we called this pretty much from like the inception of this podcast. We said that it's going to be these grassroots candidates, is going to be these democratic socialist progressives who are going to Tea Party the Democratic Party because people are fed up. The current status quo that we have is quite literally not doing anything for us. So these people are going to lose their seats. I didn't think it was going to happen this fast. But
I think that Mamdani obviously jump-started a lot of it because we got to witness him win and then do what he said he was going to do. And so everyone was like, well, I want more of that. Give me more. I'll take 15 of those right now.
And then, now let's hold our horses because not every single all 250 seats are not going to get replaced in one election cycle, not in one primary cycle.
We have to be realistic.
We have like a month and change left of primaries. It's just not gonna happen. Is it going to keep happening? Yes. Is the change going to keep happening in increments? Yes. Like we say, we are not going to just hit the button, Medicare for all. It's not gonna happen. You guys have to keep voting.
Crazy concept.
I know it's a scary concept and some of you only care when it's your person. But yeah, do I agree with every single one of these three that won? No, not necessarily. But I mean, here's the thing. Voters choose the party. That's how it works. And I mean, if it's people that are more to the left than what we currently have, then I can't complain about that. They are all pushing working class messaging. They all want to end the forever wars. They want to improve the healthcare system. I mean, can't ask more for that. Now, my thing is, how are they going to respond when it comes to the issues coming from the Black community? That's what I'm monitoring. I have no as of right now, they haven't proven to me that they won't try But if they don't, I will be the first person to pick this shit up right here and call that shit out.
Yeah.
Right? Trump crashed out. He said that communism is the greatest threat to America. Red Scare. Anyone, if you know your history.
Yeah.
13 Democrats, that's how you know these bitches are scared. They went and signed a moderate pledge. They went and signed a pledge to be more centrist, saying that we are capitalist, not socialist, calling for secure borders, fiscal responsibility, and national pride. That is the most Republican shit I've ever heard.
When we say that they're undercover ops, these ones aren't even undercover anymore, but this is what we mean. When you guys look at us dead in our face and are like, but James Tallarico's a nice guy.
We're just
he's
like,
not an op, how could he? And then it's like,
oh, he's saying that? He's gay.
So for real.
I don't want to hear, oh my God, he's just like John Fetterman. Nope, because there were so many times you guys got warned. He just
doesn't want to wear a suit. I respect it.
What? He wears basketball shorts to work?
I gotta.
It. Stop voting off vibes.
If you're going to vote on the vibe should be that everyone is taken care of and not just white people.
It's totally a vibe.
Voting for a candidate, it's like, hi, yeah, we have systematic racism in this country that we should address, is the vibe. That's the vibe you should be voting.
Yeah, but then some people hear that and they're like, no, class war.
That's a little too left for me.
No, but the class war, though.
But what did they say about Gaza?
Guys, I'm sorry, but it's not on the ballot. Well, no, actually, no, because apparently New York proved that it is for some people. So you know what? It is, but I wouldn't say it's heavily on the ballot for everyone. Like, it's not going to be for Alabama, right?
No.
It's not going to be for fucking Missouri.
Kentucky.
It's just not. But also during all of this good shit going on with these primary winners, ICE decided to show up, do a little dry run. They threatened a poll worker, Paige Ling Gagne, for posting on her Instagram that she thought the killer of Renee Nicole Good, Alex Ross, should be indicted. She said he should be indicted. They pulled up. They demanded she take the post down. They threatened her, and that they said they're going to be investigating her for claims that she threatened an ICE agent.
Waiting for where she threatened them. With what?
With what?
Pretty sure that was freedom of speech right there.
Freedom of speech, hoping that the law actually comes into play. I don't see the issue. But this is it. This is dictator, authoritarian, 101. Suppress the masses, come after all the people you don't like.
Scare them into submission.
And of course, they're going to target a poll worker.
Yep.
They're going to target a poll worker because if you recall, Steve Bannon planted the seed. We're going to have ICE at the polls for the midterms. There they are.
That was a soft launch.
There they are. They're going to do it in the blue states. New York, the bluest of the blue right now. New York is blue as fuck. So you know they're gonna be in there. They're gonna be in California. They're gonna be in Chicago. They're going to be everywhere. ICE immediately first dropped off. They're not gonna leave Minnesota.
Oh yeah, they'll be in Chicago. Massachusetts.
And the truest blues. Massachusetts. Yep.
Get ready. Get
Sanctuary
ready.
city states. They're going to be there. Go vote in groups. Go to your Secretary of State site. See if you can get a sample ballot. See if you can get your mail-in ballot as soon as fucking possible.
If you don't feel comfortable going in person, there are plenty of ways that you don't have to go in person.
You don't
have to do them early.
You don't have to be like, oh, well, if they get in my face, no. We need
and if
to
you're
play
going to do
smart.
that, do it after you voted.
Yeah.
Don't do it before.
Do it after.
If you're going to play that game and get arrested or detained by ICE, do it after you vote. But don't do it because then you're going to end up in a detention center being held for how long?
And we need you.
We need you. It's going to be a big celebration in November, so we would like you to be able to celebrate with us.
Don't be selfish.
Don't give them that satisfaction. Just go vote. Please.
Don't be a show off. Put the ego aside.
You're not going to be happy when you can't celebrate winning back the House and the Senate because you are sitting in a detention center.
Mm-hmm. Get the voting done. That is the top priority.
Vote. And then we're going to handle it. We're going to handle it. We're holding all of them accountable after we vote for them. Okay?
Mm-hmm. We're locked in.
We're locked in. We need to talk about the fact that Black people are still being lynched.
Yeah, Jim Crow's back.
Full swing. Hardcore. And it's not making not even local news. This is the scary part. Earlier this year, we talked about 3 cases of Black men being found hung from trees. And this had made national news. And that was just in January. So now we are in June and these aren't even making local news, meaning that the police are trying to quickly shove this right under the rug before anyone finds out. And this we're going to talk about is what is happening. Tanea Nicole Miller, a young Black woman, was in Miami. She had traveled down to celebrate Juneteenth. And she was found hanging from a tree in Miami-Dade County in a park, a well-known park, on Juneteenth, early in the morning. There has been no news coverage. There has been no articles. And the Miami-Dade police only released a statement after her family made it very public and people on social media found the story and everyone started to cover it online. It was only after public outcry that they released a statement, and their statement is just as one would suspect. We did an investigation. We didn't find any foul play. It was ruled a suicide. Case closed. We're not going to reopen the case, but we will listen if you guys have any intel. But the case is closed. Her entire family has come out and said she would never do that. She literally traveled there to celebrate Juneteenth. Case closed within 24 hours. Before her family could even get to Miami, mind you. Her family didn't even get there before they closed that case.
Crazy work.
What the fuck?
Crazy work.
What the fuck?
Crazy work. Excuse me. And then also, same week, in Wilmington, Delaware, 19-year-old Kadir Skinner, he was shot and killed by the Wilmington police. The police stated that Kadir was pointing a gun into a crowd, and then they shot him. And then here's the problem when it comes to these police shootings now. Everybody is so used to having their phones out, recording everything from all the heinous shit that ICE is doing. So the police stories were not corroborated by any eyewitnesses. All of the eyewitnesses stated that that is not true. He did not point a gun into the crowd. But naturally, because they know this will be damaging for them, their full statements nor the video that was recorded from any of the eyewitnesses are being released. They are all on lockdown, which spells for a bad time for Wilmington police. It's not going to look good. The Kadir's father, he was up the street. He heard gunshots and he came down the street and asked what was going on. And he was told by the police that he was maced. They shot his son 2-3 times and then said, oh, he was just maced. It's fine. It's fine. He said, I heard my son say, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. And they still put handcuffs on him. And then they put him in the back of a police car after shooting him in the back 2-3 times. He said, I feel like my son was hunted. That's what it's feeling like right now. Honestly, because we're seeing this 1, 2, 3 times a week now.
A week.
At this point.
A week.
Yeah, people are feeling emboldened. They think it's okay. They said we can take the mask off. Time to get the Klan hoodies out of the attic. Because it never left.
No, it never left.
And a lot of them wear cop uniforms. Unfortunately.
And everyone... This happened in a blue city. in a blue state.
Mm-hmm. So that just shows how racism forever runs deep in this country. It doesn't matter how true blue of a state you are going to live in, you are going to run into racism. And this, tying back to candidates winning, is the thing that I'm going to be looking out for.
Yes.
What is your response going to be when things like this happen?
Is there even a response?
What are you going to do about police violence? Because I haven't heard anybody run on a platform about that. What
are you going to do to make Black people in this country feel safe? Because you could say all you want. Well, you guys, you're in the South. Maybe you should just move up northeast to a blue state like Delaware and feel safe. And that shouldn't be the case. Nobody in this country should have to move to another state to feel safe because of the color of their skin. Let's get that so clear right now. The fact that we are trying to find excuses instead of holding police, holding politicians, holding people in power accountable for their action or inaction in 2026 is wild, and making excuses for political candidates who don't speak up about the matter and just say, well, they got other fish to fry. What other fish?
There's more important things.
What are the more important things?
And this is also what I meant earlier when I said Gaza is not on the ballot for everybody. Because what about here? We have
people are being lynched.
Black people are dying at the hands of cops and random people off the street daily. Are we not going to call that an ongoing genocide that's never fucking stopped? From the minute that Black people were brought over to this country on fucking boats, are we going to ignore what's happening in our backyard? Are we going to keep doing it? Because we haven't stopped ignoring it. People are trying their hardest. They're trying their hardest to ignore it. Not over here, though. I'm going to fucking stay on your necks.
Yep. Because there's no way, leftists, white leftists, that you're going to get on the internet and you're going to make a video telling Black voters how they should vote.
When you ignore things like this.
That is racist behavior for you to say.
Shut the fuck up.
Your problems don't mean more than my problems.
Literally,
my problem is that Hassan told me that we need to vote for this person, even though they're racist. So that means you need to put your issues aside and be a good sport.
Put the votes in the bag and shut up. Go listen. The Black lady should tell you that you need to do it.
Jasmine, she needs to tell you, not James. He's too busy.
Jasmine,
and it's
the projection. It is. It's the projection for me. It's like, that's how you operate. You listen
to the white man.
To a man that streams all day on Twitch, and you go vote for a person.
No, it's because these white people look at this white man and go, yeah, and they just expect Black people do the same thing.
And Black people are like, we never said we like that guy.
They're like, you guys don't look at like their qualifications. You guys don't look at like what their policy stances are. You guys were like, Jasmine Crockett doesn't have any policy stances. I went to her website and I couldn't find anything. Meanwhile, you open her website and it literally says issues at the top. And you just click it.
And then, I'm pretty sure it auto scrolled.
It did. Yep.
So this is the shit you need to pay attention to. This is the shit that a lot of people want to see on top of the changes that people are already asking for. And I think Black people are at a point where they're like, you know what? We're going to do the same thing you guys did. You felt ignored. So are we.
Yeah.
So we're going to do what we need to do.
Vote. You said she didn't earn your vote. Apparently Jill Stein earned your vote, but not Kamala Harris. So if Ken Paxton wins in November,
and you can't threaten Black people with Ken Paxton. They've had Ken Paxton for over 10. Oh my God, you want more of Ken Paxton? That's the devil. They already know. He's never gone anywhere. Why are they acting like this is brand new?
They're like lesser of two evils. Lesser of two evils.
What's James Tallarico going to do about gun violence? So
you're telling me James Tallarico, you're the one saying he's evil. You guys are saying lesser of two evil. You said it.
Not us.
All I've been hearing is, hi, yes, what has he done to earn our vote? And to that I was like, yeah, what has he done? He hasn't done shit.
Like, he has no black people on his campaign team. He just doesn't, because
he thought he was going to get free labor from Jasmine Crockett. He thought that she was going to pull up in Texas wearing the Tallarico shirt and do free labor for him and tell everyone to vote for him. And she's like, no.
Hey, if you're on Tallarico's campaign team and you're watching this, here's some free game. Tell James to address police violence on the black community, and I bet you those poll numbers surge the next day.
Yeah, you guys are acting.
You guys are terrible at your job. You guys suck. Well, we know what it is, because if he addresses them, he's gonna lose white votes. So he's not gonna say shit.
Because he's gonna fuck it up. If they put him in front of a microphone and they're like, hi, yes, address black voter suppression in Texas, that would mean that he would have to address what happened in the primary, and he's not going to address it. Because if he does, and he sues, and he gets on board with Jasmine Crockett on the sue train, then he might not win. And he no can do. So do you think, are you just telling the black voters in Texas, okay, just vote for him and then he'll address it. Just trust us. When have we ever lied?
Honor code. Okay. Yeah,
crazy word.
Sure. All right, we had Supreme Court ruling, but so TPS, temporary protective status, was removed from Haitians and Syrians seeking asylum in this country, which, I mean, it's just straight up sending people to their deaths, because Haiti, Syria, the war that they're fleeing in there is just, it's bad. It's bad. People are getting, like, they try to claim that it's happening here in America, but people are actually getting persecuted for their faith. So that affects up to 350,000 Haitians and up to 6,000 Syrians. And they also, well, actually, no, let me not even move off of that first, because it's just not going to stop at that.
Yeah.
Do we think they're going to say, oh, well, I pulled up your paperwork and it says here you are a Haitian on temporary protective status? No, they're going to walk up to any fucking brown person they see on the street and say, hey, you look Haitian. Were you just speaking French and you're black? Come here, buddy. You gotta go. You gotta go. So, and speaking of gotta go, we gotta get the Supreme Court up out of here. All right, they can get impeached. So they allowed for the ending of lawsuits for people who say that Roundup causes cancer. Maha, was it worth it? And what is it? They ruled. Okay, why I didn't see it? They ruled. So the best one, my favorite ruling.
Yeah.
They ruled.
They
ruled my favorite Supreme Court ruling. Favorite one. They ruled that states can count their mail-in ballots if they come in late, as they should. We have been doing this shit since World War #1. There is absolutely no reason to touch it. So wow, it looks like there was no mail-in ballot fraud. The Heritage Foundation did a study or whatever where they looked through years and years of data and they said there's no voter fraud. It's just not happening. Nobody found it.
Still waiting for the proof.
And the only times that we did see it happen, it was Republicans. It was a fucking Looney Tune trying to drive from like Oklahoma to California to vote for Spencer Pratt.
And they said,
that's
no, you can't do that.
But one of the real bad ones was the commissioners without cause. I forget which justice said in their dissent, said that this basically gives him the same power as the King of England, because the FTC is an independent commission. So that essentially means that if he's able to do that, independent commissions don't exist. So that's bad. That's real
Yep,
bad.
that's
That's
really bad.
big bad. And then we have birthright citizenship tomorrow. So this week better be your fucking motivation. This week better be your fucking motivation to fucking go out there.
Lock the fuck in.
Do the voting. I swear to God, people. Do the voting.
Please.
Not
all right.
playing around.
Let's end the week with yes, that really did happen. So I'm sure you're sick and tired of hearing about the reflecting pool, but I'm not finished. We didn't really get to talk about the reflecting pool because we took a break while things got crazy. But obviously, Trump is claiming that someone used a box cutter to cut a 300-foot gash in the reflecting pool. I'm sure you're like, he must have evidence, right? Because how could you make such a claim without the evidence? Just trust me, bro.
Evidence has ever stopped him?
So then they're releasing videos of, everybody getting arrested for touching the pool, which it's just in and of itself just really proves where we're at as a country, that they have men on horses chasing people around because they touched the reflecting pool.
State troopers from Oklahoma.
This is where our taxpayer dollars are going. They're on a horseback, clanking around. It's too much. But people were saying they were, you saw all the chemicals they were pouring in there. They said, I need every bit of hydrogen peroxide we can find. Chlorine, mix it all. Let's just toxic fumes this bitch. I need the water to be blue.
Dump everything in there.
So, of course, you just dump a bunch of chemicals in a pool. Of course, the siding, the bottom is just going to start crumpling up and floating to the top. And that's what happened. And people were pulling out pieces of the bottom of the reflecting pool. And so, in his mind, somebody must have gone in there and just start taking a box cutter to it. Because that's exactly what happened. Sure.
Totally.
Sure, my guy.
He saw it.
I'm not doubting that maybe somebody went in there and started cutting some stuff up, but it wasn't us. Next, Trump is just as upset about these gas prices as we are, okay? He's like, why aren't they coming down? You know what? I'm calling on my DOJ to go after the oil companies because they're not listening to me. I said the war in Iran is over. I said, let the oil go, Strait of Hormuz opened. Let it flow, baby. And the gas prices should have been all the way back down.
Somebody's got to look into this.
Obviously the oil company's fault for price gouging. You guys are being greedy. You're being greedy. I've never been greedy in my entire life.
Not once. This is not my fault.
I need to win the midterms. So you guys have to be wrong.
Everyone's like, but it's and he's
DOJ's like,
guys, I
fuck.
I don't know. I think it might be these oil companies that might be trying to price gouge you. You know what? I actually remember a candidate that was running in 2024 that wanted to target price gougers. What was her name? It escapes me. Smart lady.
She didn't earn your vote. Okay. Trump's state fair could have been an email. There was barely 250 people there.
I heard it was bigger than the Million Man March.
We found the new version of the squeaky wheel. If you don't remember last year for his big birthday parade, there was just nobody there, and there was just all you could hear was a squeaky wheel going by. And there was somebody from NBC or somebody was taking a video of the fair, and all you could hear was a wagon being wheeled by, and it was just and I was
just
like, that's
sad.
the new squeaky wheel. It was
Nobody.
Secondhand embarrassment. They sent these influencers there to be like, you should come here and try the food. I pay $12 for a corn dog, $10 for a lemonade.
They're like, there's so many people here, and it's just 2 people walking in the background.
The music, terrible. The food looks terrible. Overpriced. Everything terrible. Could have been an email. I mean, save yourself the embarrassment. It
was bad.
When the headliner is Kash Patel's girlfriend, that should have been a rap. It should have been a rap.
But she's the hottest country singer.
They said, Caroline, take your baby and go stand over there and pose for a photo.
They said Carolina House.
No, they're right
They
now.
said, you had that stupid baby, right? Get the fuck in the field. Get the fuck out there. Right?
Go pose with the crowd. She's like, I can't find a crowd.
She had like the same type of maternity leave you have in like corporate. They said it's been a month.
That wasn't even 12 weeks.
They said,
that wasn't 12 weeks.
Out there. Take the fucking baby with you.
Swear,
get in the
guys,
field.
That was 4 weeks at most.
We got propaganda to run. Get out there.
That was 4 weeks, and you can't. There was no way that was 12 weeks.
No.
There's no fucking way.
No.
She just no. It was 4 weeks ago.
They gave her the corporate America maternity leave.
They did.
Get in the field. You got shit to do.
Last but not least, Tucker Carlson and Marjorie Taylor Greene both announced that they are leaving the Republican Party.
It's like the 5th time they did it.
There you go, guys. Wow.
Ooh.
Who could have seen that coming?
Hey, the people that are stupid, they're not your friend, because for some reason we keep having to say this online.
Right?
Because they're
still going to vote Republican. They're still voting Republican. They're
still
not
bigots.
Self-identifying as Republican because it's not the cool thing to do right now.
Yeah, they're just not trendy.
They're so fun and cool and hip, and they think outside the box. But they're going to go to those polls in November.
Yep.
And they're going to vote Republican. Trust.
They're not your friends.
They're not your friends. Candace Owens isn't your friend. Tucker Carlson isn't your friend. Savannah Stone isn't your friend. Marjorie Taylor Greene, Nancy, none of them are your friends. They're all still going to have a Nuremberg trial.
You bitches better stop saying you'd vote for Tucker in 28. You're sending me in the fucking orbit.
Tucker's not going to be able to run in 2028 if we get these Nuremberg trials.
I'm going to put my fucking hands on somebody.
This violence. This is going to be the violence the left does.
I totally vote for Tucker in 28 because he hates Israel. The bar
is in hell.
The bar.
When we say we're done with this shit in November, it's a wrap. Okay? If we had it our way, white men aren't going to be allowed to run for office. That might be a lifetime ban at this point. You've had your chance. Yeah. It's going to be black women, black men.
It'd be the Utopia meme. The dolphin, just the pink dolphin.
Yep.
The fucking Utopia. 10-year ban. If you voted Republican in the 2024. No, 2024, 20,
rolls public.
And 16. Yep.
Immediately.
That's what I want ICE going door to door for. Did you vote for Donald Trump in the 2016, 2020, or 2024 election? And if you are a triple Trumper, I'm going to need you to put your hands behind your back.
Triple Trumpers, immediate jail time, no trial.
Right through jail.
Straight to jail.
Right through jail.
You guys can go to Alligator Alcatraz.
Get in the fucking slammer. Call us authoritarian. I don't care.
Eat those worms.
We want.
Boy, do we got some food left over for you.
Guys, the cafeteria is still open.
And if you want to run, you're going to have to outrun those gators.
Yeah. So
no mosquitoes.
Better find a way to hack your voting record.
A lot of people are going to take a nice trip out of the country and not come back.
You better figure out how to use the save system.
A lot of these influencers are suddenly going to stop posting online.
Oh, you think we're joking? We are going to be telling the people that we know that when they're, hey, I need you.
Oh, I'm snitching. I'm sending a list to my representative, Maria Lana, when she wins. Here's the list.
I'm going to need you, all right, to start whipping up votes so we can start going door to door. We're not canvassing.
Oh, I'm volunteering my time.
I'm coming up in a mask. I'm bringing zip tie.
You get the zip ties. I'm bringing mace because the second I open the door, I'm going to feel some type of way. And I'm just going to spray.
They're just not even going to say anything.
I show up at your door and you open it and I feel unsafe. I didn't feel safe
flag.
the way you opened that door.
I felt
scared for my life. I did knock on a triple jumper's door.
I didn't know what was going to happen. You know they're the violent right.
I thought he was going to steal my gun. He was reaching. He was reaching for my gun.
He was reaching. And
we don't have to wear body cameras.
I have to wear home to my kids. Okay, I have to make a home.
Yeah. He got in his car and he started driving directly at me.
He tried to use his vehicle as a weapon
inside of his house. He got in his kid's little Jeep play car and started driving it at me.
So anyways, I started blasting.
He's used his vehicle as a deadly weapon. Ma'am, that is a child's Jeep remote control. It's the same thing, and that was in the heat of the moment.
How was I supposed to know that wasn't a full-size car?
I'm just a little girl.
So unserious.
We are unserious. but what we are serious about is you fucking voting. This is our public service announcement. There are primaries happening in July. It is hot girl summer.
Vote.
If you're voting for Love Island, I need you to be at the polls voting.
I'm going to fucking pepper spray you. If you don't vote, I'm going to take it as a threat.
We will resort to violence. I need you guys to vote in the primary. We're trying to prove a point here. Okay, we're looking at the exit polls. We're crunching numbers. We're going to come out with data. We need to prove a point. Okay, so I'm going to need 80% turnout.
Hungry did it.
Please.
Hungry did it.
I feel like that's not that big of an ask. And I feel like if you have time to download the Love Island USA app on your phone and vote, that you have time to go to the polls and vote. You only have to do that twice this year. Once if you've already done your primary. You only have to do it one more time. Please. Check your voter registration. Look at your fucking ballot before you go.
Google the candidate. Look if your state has an open or closed primary. If it's closed and you're an independent, it's not happening for you.
It's not happening for you. You're going to have to change that.
You better hit that DMV. Do it online. Something.
Yeah. Do it online. Do it now. I don't want to hear the excuses. Not a single excuse is going to work on me.
I don't want to see you looking like those people in Oklahoma. Well, I tried to go vote and I'm registered as an independent. I was ready to vote and they turned me away.
It's crazy that we've been screaming about that for weeks. Please, please.
Oh, so you haven't been voting. Fix that.
Yep. Well, we will see you next week. Everybody wish Devin a happy birthday. We're getting old. And it's fine. Everything's fine. We'll see you next week. Bye.